Hi, I'm Dave. Welcome to the Adirondack Domestead. We live in the high peaks region of the Adirondack Mountains in way upstate New York. And we're currently in the early stages of building our little homestead, a geodesic dome homestead, in our own little corner of heaven. So let me just give you a quick tour of what we're at right now and show you how things are set up and what we expect to have done within a couple of weeks. So I'm just gonna flip you around here. This right here is the foundation, essentially set up and ready for the concrete. I've got that scheduled for 2 weeks out from now. You can see there's a whole lot of PEX and a whole lot of insulation. Since this was a geodesic dome, and because of the shape, we had to get real creative when we did the form foundation. Now we're doing something a little weird. We're doing what is called a shallow frost-protected foundation, monolithic slab pour. So what you see down here is the trench that goes all the way around the entire structure. And that's 2 feet down, and it is a foot and a half or so wide. And there is 4 inches of this R10 insulation, so R20 total, everywhere you see it. So on the bottom there's 4 inches, and underneath the dirt on the outside of this perimeter wall is also 4 inches of insulation that is tied up underneath. It kind of it's layered and stepped correctly so that you don't have a lot of gaps. And so it's that gives us 2 and 2 for a total of 4 foot, and that's okay by national code. Our local code officer, he's signed off on the thing and he's cool with it all, and so it's gonna be pretty solid. This is gonna be one monolithic pour. It should be about 57 yards of concrete. And I won't bore you with what the layout of the building is going to be right now in detail, other than to say that this is the face that goes to the south, and there will be, in these 3 different facets, very large triangular windows, skylights. They don't open, but they're going to be very, very large. So there's going to be a wall of glass here. There's actually going to be 5 of them, 3 pointing up, 2 pointing down to make a wall of glass. Back this way is going to be the master suite, master bedroom, master bathroom. We did this on the first floor. This is just going to be regular stick construction. We're going to do it passive house style, so that there's going to be a wall insulation and an interior wall with minimal thermal connections between them. So it'll be really, really super insulated. And we did this way because we wanted to make sure that we're future-proofing as we get older. We're both in our 50s, and there's no sense in building a home now at our age, where we're going to have to, in 10, 15 years, 20 years, have to navigate stairs if one of us becomes a little frail. So we're future-proofing. All the doorways will be wider as well. So, master. And then all this over here will be other spaces underneath the second floor. There's 2 bedrooms upstairs and a full bath. The building itself will have 2.5 baths, and it will be 3 bedrooms. So, as you can see, I've got PEX everywhere. It didn't really take us a lot of time to put all this out. We're amateurs at this. We got the kit from Adirondack out of Vermont, and so far so good. Another time I'll show you a little more detail of the manifolds. I've got them covered right now, excuse me, so that they are not exposed to the elements. And obviously they're going to be covered when we are pouring concrete. We don't want anything to get messed up. They will be pressurized. I'll do that in a couple of days to make sure that everything is going to not leak, and that it also has to stay pressurized for the concrete pour. And then you can see we also have other, all plumbing and electrical is all buried down into underneath all of this. There's many inches of stone down to the dirt All of the piping for the rough plumbing is all in. That box over there is kind of a weird shape, but that's where the shower will be. The short stub in the middle of the box is the shower. So we've got that set up so that I can take that apart after the concrete is poured when I get walls up, and I can adjust where that trap is underneath the shower. And then I can, once I get that set and put in place, then I can fill that back in with concrete and make that one sealed unit. So you can see that there's a lot of footings. Those are all for supporting second floor. And electrical's coming in. I'm going to have electric come out. So we've got it stubbed out over there. I don't know if you can see it in this video, for an island that is going over in the kitchen area over there. Really large pipe. This is just stuck in there. This is the water pipe coming in from the well right here. That's nothing. This large pipe is going to be for the HRV, and it's going to be a grand experiment. This is going to actually go out and travel 80 feet down under the ground, down to a shed, and then up there, so that if I'm going to try to get more than 80 feet of pipe under the ground, so that I have an earth air tube coming in with fresh air. We'll see how that works out. As you can see, that there's a lot going on here. I just finished wiring up all of these, putting in place all of these pieces of PEX so that they are positioned correctly. Obviously, that's going to be against a wall. Same for that one over there, against a wall. Same for that one over there, that's against a wall inside the garage. It's going to be a super insulated house. Basically, the dome itself is going to be R60, 16 inches plus of insulation, and like I said, we've got R20 insulation all over the floor here. So this is, and there's going to be 4 inches of concrete on top of that. It's going to be a 4,000 pound concrete with fiberglass reinforcement in it. That way, it's going to be a pretty strong concrete, and the idea being that we don't have to have a lot of extra rebar in here. I do have rebar left over in a pile that I'll probably use up just because I've got it, and then we'll see what happens. So turn around here. So I hope that was enjoyable. I hope you can see the vision that we have here. It'll become more apparent over time. I'll put up more videos and show you how the structure goes up. We're also going to show you how we're going to develop the property. We have 8 acres here. We do have 450 feet of pond frontage. It's pretty much treed in, so we're going to clear a little bit away as we're allowed to. The Adirondack Park Agency has pretty strict rules on that, and we don't want to clear cut anyway, so not a problem. We won't be running afoul of the authorities. And then we'll see, just as the adventure unfolds, how things present themselves. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.